So therefore, today we'll be looking at the possible quantitative analysis question for 2023 WAEC exam. In this case, in that exam, we have they have two samples of specimen they are working on. They are going to analyze C and then D. The C is glucose and then D is what? Zinc oxide. So in that case, we start from the first one, the C. So based on this test I have on the board, C plus water, you find out that you have a soluble and then gives what? Gives a clear solution. So the possible compound there, being organic compound, the possible compound there is I can say it's soluble compound, organic compounds like CHO group, we have again OH group or organic acid group. All of them can be considered to be possible compound that will be there. So this other one, then this in the second phase, the first portion from what we have here, you add potassium dichromate solution. It turns from orange to what? Green, which means what we have here is reducing agents, which means reducing sugar likely present. Reducing sugar is likely present. So the next one, the second portion, you add phenyl solution. What we have here is then brick red precipitate. This shows that what we have confirms the word reducing sugar confirmed. So it means that reducing sugar is present. Glucose is one of the reducing sugars we have. So let's go over to the second phase, that is the one that has to do with sodium hydroxide. Another thing I want to let you know here is that every carbohydrates, when you add complex rest of acid on them, in a solid sample of them, what happens is that they produce black residue of pure carbon. That is one of the tests to identify carbohydrates. So let's go over to the next one we have. All right, going over to the second one, we have we add water to it. We have a white insoluble substance. Is insoluble. That means in that case, what is likely to be in our inference here should be we have a insoluble ions of calcium, zinc, lead, aluminium likely present. So to this other one, we add dilute hydrochloric acid. We divide it into two portions. When we add it, we find out that is what? Soluble. So soluble, and then which means soluble ions like or soluble chlorides soluble chlorides, chlorides like that of zinc, aluminium, calcium, and then that means lead is absent, likely present. These ones are likely present, while the lead now is no more there because lead does not have any soluble chloride. The chloride of lead is not soluble. So to the first portion we go from there, we add dilute sodium hydroxide. We have white gelatinous precipitates soluble in excess. Soluble in essence, meaning that zinc ion aluminium ions likely present. These are the ones that are likely present because for the fact that when we tested here, we noticed that we noticed that all of them were soluble, meaning that lead is not there. So in this case now, it means that this is the possible thing that's likely to be in the compound. So the last one, we're going to look at the last one there. So the last portion, the second portion there, from the solution we'll have, we'll add aqueous ammonia. We notice that we have a white gelatinous precipitates soluble in excess. So we added in drops. Then in excess. Then in excess, we find out that the compound is soluble, which means it's only zinc that is soluble. In that case, that means zinc ion confirmed. Alright, thank you so much for being part of the class. And then I want you to subscribe if you have not, share and leave a comment for us. Thank you so much.